Hello again, back for another vlog. It's been, oops, sorry if that was loud. It's been a tumultuous time recently. Um, I've been having a lot of thoughts recently about my relationship, and I don't know, I might need to ask my boyfriend if we can switch from a monogamous to an open relationship. Or, I don't know, because it's hard being long distance. It really is. It's really difficult to, I don't know, for me to maintain that fidelity and just. It's a really tough decision because although I do like my boyfriend and I love him, it's also just. I don't know if. I don't know if it's just a good time for it, honestly, because we're not going to be able to see each other consistently for like at least a year, maybe even longer, until we can start consistently hanging out. So it's going to be really difficult to maintain this relationship for so long. Obviously, we do have plans to, meet up every now and then, but it's never going to be something like consistent. And so maintaining that is really difficult. And like, as someone who has trouble with consistency, it's very, it's a very painful thing to think about because I want to do what's best for myself, but also don't want to hurt other people's feelings. And I want to do what's best for him as well. And, I've only known my boyfriend for like a month at this point. And he asked me out like so soon and so quickly that I kind of, this is my first relationship ever, by the way. I've never been in a relationship before this one right now. And I don't know, I guess I felt pressured to say yes in some way because I thought, why not? Might as well. Even though, like, I don't know if we're meant for each other. Like, I don't know if we fit together. Like, I don't know, we're just so different from each other, and I feel like I just can't be myself around him for some reason. And it's just very, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I should just settle for this person who's okay. Like, I like him. And I guess I love him. But do I really? Or is it simply because we've defined ourselves as being in a relationship now? Because I guess I've like gaslit myself into thinking that I love this guy, even though I don't fully love him, Like, it wasn't like love at first sight or anything like that. It definitely wasn't. And I guess because of the fact that he was so interested in me, like he saw me as like his type and everything, like he felt the need to, I guess, take me so that no one else could love me. And I don't know how I feel about that. It feels weird because I have a lot of love to give. I love a lot of people. But it feels like I'm limiting myself by being in a monogamous relationship because I'm not allowed to love other people, or I'm not allowed to be with other people. And that's tough, especially since I'm long distance. If we were living together, or if we could see each other in person every day, then I wouldn't have any problems. But being long distance, it's so difficult for me. Like, it's manageable, it's tolerable, but I don't know if I want to, quote unquote, waste an entire year of my life being long distance just for the chance to be in love with this guy. Like, I'm having serious doubts about this relationship. I guess I've always had doubts since the very beginning. I just never really put them out because I was hopeful. But if I ask myself, do I realistically see myself staying with this person long term? Like getting married and stuff and being with them long term? I think the answer is no. Like, for him, the only reason he's interested in me is because I'm physically attractive to him, and because when I graduate, I'll become a teacher, and because his occupation fits well with mine. We're like perfect fits, occupationally wise. But I don't think that's good enough, Like, that just seems off to me. Like, we need to be emotionally compatible, which I feel like is something I'm lacking at the moment. Like, I feel like I can't connect to him on a deeper level. Like, I feel like all of my conversations with him are just like small talk, like, what's your favorite color and stuff like that. Like, we have nothing meaningful to talk about. It's so boring. You know what I mean? And he doesn't even we don't share any interests. So it's like, if I say, hey, want to play games with me or want to play D&D with me, he's not interested in any of that stuff. He's not interested in me. He doesn't like the things that I do. He only likes my career, my body, and my personality, I guess. But he doesn't like, the rest of me. Like, I encouraged him if he would be interested in playing D&D with me, and he just straight up shot that down immediately, rejected that. And I don't know why, but that kind of hurts. So I don't know. It's very difficult because I haven't been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. I haven't, but I've been told I have traits from the hospital, that I have traits of it. And in end of June, I'll be getting a psychiatric evaluation. So hopefully after that, I'll get more definitive answers on whether I do have BPD or not. And one of the things of BPD is fear of abandonment and having trouble maintaining lasting relationships. And I feel like that fear of abandonment is what's keeping me in this relationship right now. Because I'd rather have him than have nothing at all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely happy to be with him, It's not like he's abusive or horrible or anything. Sure, he might, drink or smoke on occasion, but it's not like that's all he does, I think. He says he does drink quite often, but not to the point where it's like alcoholism. But part of me doubts that. And there's this one super big ick. There's this one really big ick I have. I'm very much a person who does not want to drink. I don't want to drink in my life. I don't want to drink. I don't want to do drugs. I don't want to smoke. Those are that's like a very big moral thing with me. Like, I don't want to do those things for my own health and for my own safety. But the first time we met, he basically peer pressured me into drinking because he thought it would be hot and attractive if I drank. And so I did. And I didn't like it at all. So I think I should break up with him. I don't know. It feels weird to say that. Because I don't want to be alone. But is this guy really worth my time and my effort? Because I feel like I'm pouring a lot into this relationship and not getting anything out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's not worth it. I'm going to end this vlog here because I don't want to think about this for any longer. But I'll talk to you tomorrow and see if I change my mind. Goodbye.